It feels personal. It must be personal. I'll never find somebody. It's always gonna be this way. So in a previous video about flexibility, we were talking about the all or nothing mentality, like that cognitive distortion of just always and never, and you know, just being nothing and things like that. I wanted to discuss liking people. Okay, really important. Please remember, somebody not liking you is not personal. And I know, I get it. You're like, what do you mean? Like, it's about me, them not liking the person that I am. But I'm telling you, the vast majority of where those feelings come from is more about compatibility than actual worth. Your inherent worth has nothing to do with if this, that, or these people like you. And I'm talking romantically, but just in general, right? It just, if you put yourself out there to somebody and they don't reciprocate the same feelings as you, it has nothing to do with your worth. And I know it's really hard to not take rejection personally because it feels very personable, especially when there are feelings on your end that aren't being reciprocated. Yeah, like it's completely justified. Like those feelings of feeling hurt are valid. But it's also important to sit with those feelings and work with your mind and understanding that it's not personal and it's just a decision that has to be respected, right? There's just a incompatibility, you feeling one way and them just not feeling compatible in that same way. And it has nothing to do with how good looking you are, how funny you are, how smart you are, how good of a person you are, what you're offering the world, what you offer the people around you. It just means exactly what happened, which is they don't feel that same compatibility in the same capacity that you were wanting, right? And you know, it's good that you tried and now you respect those people's decisions, and it shouldn't be a tear down to you. In fact, you should really be proud for putting yourself out there, because a lot of people, that is a very, very difficult thing to do in the first place. But yeah, so keep your head up. It's nothing bad on you. It doesn't mean that there's not things that sometimes we do need to work on, because this isn't always the case. I just mean this in a very, very general sense, right? Like if you just kicked a puppy, then you were like, hey, you want to go out with me? Like you might have to look inward a bit, right? There's always room for growth. So whether that's an extreme thing that like, oh, like you really need to work on some things, or just subtle things of like, you should work on it even just for yourself, right? Always continue to grow, always try to look inward with things, but just always know as well that you have to be very cognizant of not getting stuck in that all or nothing mentality. Something bad happened, it feels personal, it must be personal, I'm worthless, I'll never find somebody, it's always gonna be this way, it always feels this way. You know, it's like what I always say, like help yourself, like be there for you. And this is a really good argument against that voice of anxiety or depression, or even just that momentary feeling of rejection. So yeah, you guys are goated. Remember that. And you guys, you know, you're worthy. So let me know in the comments if you guys have experienced this, if you've felt low, or you know what you did to pick yourself back up, or if maybe you learned something about yourself when you did reflect after a situation like that. Yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward, and I'll check out the comments. So yeah, thank you guys. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, definitely, yeah, you should do that.